What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of the podcast. Today we got a special guest with us.
Good
Um,
morning. Good
your
morning.
boy Eric
Thanks for
Chan.
having me. Thanks for
Other
having me, guys.
ROG.
Yeah, you know, man.
Yeah, so we got Eric on the podcast today, and then we're just gonna be talking about maybe a bit about the weekend. We have a Q&A with Eric, and then we might have some story time again with Eric and I about back in grade 8. So
Oh, you
of
guys
course
gonna
we're gonna
love
start
that.
off with a recap. Eric, why don't you go first and tell us what you've been doing the past couple days now that
All right,
quarantine's
yeah,
been in
for sure.
effect?
Sounds good, man. I don't know, man. Quarantine, actually kind of enjoying it, just taking it easy. I feel like this year has gone by so fast. Just keeping up with school. I'm sure a lot of people listening to this podcast were like busy, focused on their studies, trying to get into university. So I know, like, honestly, it's kind of nice taking it easy for a while. I was very disappointed that I wasn't able to like go out of the house, but like other than that, it's like not bad, to be completely honest. I'm sure I'd get bored if this goes on for longer, but for now it's pretty decent.
Yeah, what about you, LJ? What you been doing? Besides 2 days
Nothing
ago?
much. Besides 2 days ago, today actually we cleaned the whole house. Quarantine cleaning, so that was
Oh, that's
ecstatic
fun.
amount of fun. Yeah. Other than that, mostly just been looking up all the support that you guys gave us. Yeah. Other than that, what about you, Ryan?
Me, I actually worked out yesterday for the first time in like a week.
Wow,
Now my
you must
right,
be huge now.
yeah,
Jacked boy,
not.
you're called D-Mac up in here.
Oh yeah, man. He's probably watching me from outside, honestly. But yeah, nah, man. My right bicep hurts. Not for reasons you guys are probably
Sure,
thinking. No.
sure.
Hey, I'm left-handed.
Not,
I'm left-handed. Let
not
me just
for
clear that up.
working out. Not
I'm
that way when you
left-handed.
shake people's hands.
Oh, okay, shut up. Hey, no shaking hands. It's social
That is true.
distancing.
Stay inside, everyone. Stay inside.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so let's start with the Q&A. All right, Eric. So we know you're a big music fan. Most people who know you, they also know that. But just tell us, who's your favorite artist?
That's got to be easy, man. Right off the top of my head, I would go with Kanye West and Frank Ocean. I just think they have like a lot of consistency in what they put out, and I just really like their music.
With Kanye West, how do you think his last album was? Because it was definitely a lot different from what he has put out, but just want to get your thoughts on that.
We don't talk about that album. I did not enjoy it. I didn't think it was horrible, but I think it was definitely a drop off in quality from the stuff he usually puts out,
Yeah,
and
his
not because
standards.
of like, yeah, definitely, I agree, and it's not like because it was religious or whatever. I actually think like some of his religious songs are his best, like Jesus Walks, Ultralight Beam.
Ultralight Beam, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. But yeah, I feel like it was just a drop off in quality with regards to like consistency and lyricism and production. So I wasn't very happy about that. But other than that, I'm a huge Kanye West fan.
I swear he only likes Kanye West because of the freaking song with Lil Pump.
Oh yeah, dude, obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
how could you not?
that's the
Favorite
best song.
obviously.
Oh, you've been
Right.
also talking about this a lot, because 2020 not the best start. So let's talk about 2018 because I know that's your favorite
Oh
year.
yeah, man, that's got to be a great year, dude.
Summer
I remember,
2018.
like, oh, dude, that was way too nice. I don't know, man. I just thought there was a lot of good memories from that year. I feel like it was the first year everyone started to get to know each other. Like in grade 9, yeah, we kind of knew some of like those kids from Banting, right? Kind of knew some of those kids from like other schools, but we never really like hung out with them outside of school. We never really like
Yeah.
talked to them a lot. But like in summer 2018, we started to get to know each other a lot better. Like I know we had that camping trip that we all went on. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, I don't know.
Got it.
Yo, yeah, yo, Liam, we gotta get you on next time. But yeah, that camping.
But with that, I think there was a lot of freedom that we got. So I think that really helped. We were able to go out with our friends a lot more. Our parents were more understanding. So I think more people just felt free when they went out. So that was a good part about that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I totally agree. And I'm super excited. Like, of course, I'm hoping that these grad events at the end of the year don't get canceled, but I'm sure those ones will be a lot of fun as
Yeah, man. That was like a summer where
Um,
everything happened. You know,
dude. That was a
people became
crazy summer,
friends.
man.
You know,
That was
made
a
lots
crazy summer.
it was pretty wild. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, dude,
Um,
that entire year was crazy, to be honest. Like, even
yeah.
when we went back to school and things like that, that was good. That was.
All I remember from grade 10 classes was Mr. Adams.
Oh, did you have gym with Mr.
Yeah,
Adams? I can't
the legend
remember.
himself.
Oh, yeah.
no, I had McDonald for
Oh
classes.
no, poor
Aw.
lad.
Yeah, that was an experience and a half. Who was it? It was a bunch of us. We got caught for skipping out on the perimeter run, and Mr. McDonald just laid into us. He was like, "No, this is disrespectful. I'm calling in all your parents, and we're having a sit-down talk." He emails my parents, and then they email him back, and he's like, "I don't think Liam needs to come in for a talk." I'm like, "Okay, thank you." For some reason, he still talks to me to this day. He loves me. He loves me.
That's
Oh,
good,
so
yo.
That's
That's
kind of a bonus.
Bruh. He hated me in grade 9, man. Freaking, I was in a class with Tyson and 𝘲𝘶𝘦𝘴𝘵, and Madame Harding, she called us the Three Musketeers, and then they were talking one time, and Mr. McDonald was subbing for our class. Mr. McDonald looked at me, even though I didn't say anything, and then he was like, "You, stop talking." And I'm like, "Bro, I didn't do anything." And then he's like, "You trying to be a smartass with me?" So I'm just sitting there, you know, a little. Bro, you guys knew how short I was in grade 9, right? Like I was just like, damn, man, fucking damn. Like, what
yeah,
are you
for
saying?
people who might not know, Ryan was actually shorter than me, believe it or not, in
Bro, I was
most
a
of high
midget.
school. Like,
He
Bro,
was
I thought-
shorter than half of the girls in the school.
Hey,
Let's just
shut up.
throw that
Shut
out.
up.
No,
Okay.
it's actually like kind of crazy because I remember I actually had my growth spurt early. There was one point in middle school where I was actually taller than Liam, James, and Ryan. Like I was convinced I was gonna be 6 feet, but things didn't work out. But you know what? That's okay.
That's all good,
But I just
Jimmy.
think it's kind of funny how I'm now Ryan and Liam are quite tall and I'm still at the same height.
I mean, I'm so average height. Motherfucking Liam, he be standing tall.
Yeah, this man's like, what are you, Liam?
I think I'm 6 feet and getting close to 6'1" now. So
Yeah. I think you're taller than Liam Head right now, right?
yeah, I am. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
big
is-
head, you a midget.
It's kind of crazy because Liam sprouted so early. Like
Holy-
was tall in grade 9, and now
If you look
we're
at
like
the
eye level.
if you look at the Quebec pictures, it looks like he's one of the chaperones.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, and for the record,
You-
I'm still average height. Just saying. Just saying.
Gotta clear that up.
Yeah, I
Alright,
gotta clear that up.
let's
man.
move on to the
I ain't
next
gonna
question.
easy,
So,
Eric's looking in the women's section for average height right now.
oh my god, bro, come on, don't expose him like that. You can't do that. Okay, but yeah, next question. So, who's been the biggest influence in your life?
Oh, that's got to be hard, man. I've got a lot of people who influence me. I think my parents are a big influence on my life in a good way there. I also, as corny as it may sound, got to give credit to you guys since I've known you guys for, I've known Liam for 13 years, Ryan for, 8, 9, I think. Somewhere
I
around
don't
there.
know.
Closer to
Yeah.
10 or
Math.
11.
Oh, no, 10. Yeah, I know, you're right. It's 10. Because
Yeah.
13 minus 3. Or 4. Yeah, 13 minus 3. Yo, I can math.
Math.
Bro, Corona got our math
I
skills
can
out the
math.
window.
I can math. So, yeah.
I just taught Eric how to take off your clothes when you get drunk. That's basically it. For everybody who knows that
Bro,
story,
you
let's
can't
just
say
leave it
that
there.
out of context. Oh my god.
Bro.
Anyway,
I'm not cutting that out in the
Right.
final version, you know? I'm not cutting that out. I'm gonna expose
I
your
hope
ass.
you don't expose me. I've already been exposed most of my life in a different way, though.
Oh my god, man. Why you have to make everything so sus?
Okay. So
Okay, so answer the question.
Yeah, like I was saying, I think it's got to be my friend group has played a big part in my life. I'm still down with the same friends I was 13 years ago, and I think that's pretty crazy, especially since I know a lot of other people who they obviously everyone changes friend groups, right? People come and go, but I think it's pretty nice that we've all been like part of the same friend group for a long time. So yeah, I think my friends have got to be a significant influence on my life there.
That's it. But you know why? You know why?
Why, bro?
Cause ROG, baby.
Oh yeah, that's
OG.
facts.
Don't even
That's all
question
facts.
it.
No printer, no printer.
All right, Liam, you want to ask him the next question?
All right. So we know who your favorite artist is, but a big question is your favorite song of all time. Does it go with your favorite artist?
Oh
You know,
man,
is it
that's actually
Kanye
a
or Frank Ocean?
really difficult question. Like,
And if you can't
I don't know,
answer
just-
top song, answer like top 3.
Yeah, top
I
3.
think,
Just give us like a.
personally, man, I'm hijacking this conversation. I'm gonna redirect it. It's super hard for me to choose my favorite song of all time, but I think one of the first songs I remember listening to is like that was like a rap kind of song, because I remember when I was in elementary school, I just listened to like the radio, just like put on like the top 100 or whatever.
Yeah.
But like in middle school, I
Seven
started
or
actually,
seven.
yeah, in middle school, I actually started actively seeking out like stuff to listen to. So the first song I actually like went and listened to is probably like the ASAP Rocky song "Every Day." So yeah, that was
Every
like one of
Day
the-
is a great
yeah,
song.
It's amazing. Yeah, that was one of the first songs I actually like sought out and listened to.
Better than my
For sure.
start. Damn, I'll start with Eminem.
What was your start?
That was not good.
Is it Eminem? Is it
No,
Eminem?
very first song I heard that was like rap. Love Sosa.
Wait, for real?
My parents thought I was like crazy. I was walking around the house like, you know, the intro to Love Sosa. I was saying
yeah,
that.
when he goes on the rant, when he goes on the long
Yeah.
rant.
I'm
Tell me,
Being
Chief, you
there.
care about this. Chief, you care about that.
yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I think the first thing, well, like my dad has always been into like rap. Sometimes,
Aw,
like especially
Patty.
the old stuff. So he showed me like Ice Cube, which is like hardcore gangster rap when I was
Yeah.
listening to it.
Right.
So I was just this like 9-year-old kid just having Ice Cube just swearing at me while I'm working out. So yeah.
That's
That
gotta
was the
be
first
good.
time.
That's gotta be good.
Alright, so speaking of favorites, so what's your favorite movie or TV show?
Oh, I think it's gotta be The Godfather. Like, as stereotypical as that sounds, like, I just really like that movie for some reason. Like, that
Never watched The
scene,
Godfather.
wait, for real, man? You gotta watch it.
I've
But then
watched it
again,
in
I
bits
should
and
be the one
pieces.
to talk. Because, like, I haven't watched Friends. I haven't watched The Office. I haven't watched like, a
You
lot of
watched-
classics.
Okay, it's time for you to end this call. My God, man. Friends is like the height of TV.
Okay, okay, hold
can't
up,
get
hold
any
up.
better than that.
In his
That's-
defense, I haven't seen Friends either.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh,
you-
relax, okay? I grew up on Chief Keef and freaking Teletoons.
From
I
the
was
gutter.
not watching
From the
Friends.
gutter.
Yeah, I was watching Teletoons. I was watching the Roadrunner mess
I
with
did
the.
that
Oh
too.
yeah.
You know what? Stop it. Stop.
I
stop.
watched Dora. Okay,
Why?
Dora the Explorer.
Ah.
Because it was always on.
Oh, I see, bro.
Dude, Treehouse kind of hit different.
Treehouse
in
slapped.
elementary school.
Yo, the
Treehouse hit different.
Backyardians, bro. The
Dude, that was
Backyardians.
actually my favorite.
Okay, it was my favorite one, but it was so hard to find, and I could never get it on because I always be watching TV at the wrong time.
Oh, you know, literally.
So
they
it
would
would come on
play it
after I
at the
stopped.
Oh my god,
They
that's
would
so
play it at
relatable.
the
Yeah.
That's like your favorite porn video. You know, it's so hard to find.
Ah man, I have that shit memorized. HTTP backslash.
Oh, okay. All right, we're gonna move on to the next question, and this is gonna be
Last question,
yep,
too.
Last question. So, what has been the worst experience you've had with a teacher?
Oh.
You don't have to name drop any teachers in particular. Just
Yeah.
tell us about the experience.
Oh my god, dude! I'm not name dropping anyone here, but I'm sure people can like infer it. But like, oh man, dude, like, I don't even know, man. Like, I know there's like I personally had like fantastic experiences with a lot of good teachers, and I know some people who like don't know me well. They're like, how does Eric ever had a bad experience? Like, he's always in class sucking up to people. So like, I know it can be like a bit strange, but I think the worst experience I've had is probably planning 10 with Mr.
Oh.
CML. I'm sure a lot of people can
CML.
relate.
Oh, my
No
God.
name dropping, head ass.
Oh, right. Yo, totally
It's
forgot.
fine,
He's
it's
not
fine.
there anymore. He's not there
That's
anymore.
fine.
Yeah. Man,
No, but-
I just Freudian slip right there.
It's not like it was only you, anyways. Like I wasn't even in
Yeah.
that class, but I heard about it like all the time.
Yeah, I still remember like one time, right? I wasn't even talking. It's kind of similar to your story, right, Ryan? Like I wasn't even talking, and he thought I was for some reason, so he moved me across the room, right? But like I was sitting next to my boy Tyler, right? Like, and we were collaborating, so like I was like I didn't really want to move across the room, to be completely honest, since like across the room was like a bunch of people like we didn't really know, right? And like to be honest, to this day, I still don't really know those people who were across the room, but like so I started like arguing, right? And then he thought I was being a smartass, so he started shouting at me. So I just shouted back, and like
I heard about that one
dude.
time, bro.
I think it was on Snapchat. Someone put it on Snapchat.
Yeah, they did.
World star. So yeah, that was mad funny. I think that's got to be my worst experience. There's another honorable mention though. I think physics. It was a physics course, and at the end of the semester,
Op in the back.
Yeah, who else hears that?
The end of the semester, I was at 86% after all the tests. I'm like, oh, this is a fantastic mark. Like, I mean, of course, 86 isn't like super high. Could have been a bit better, but I had a lot of
86.
Yeah, yeah. God, God.
An A.
Pathetic. God.
Yeah, it gets worse though. It gets worse. So yeah, but I was super happy with the effort I put in. So like, I was happy with the 86. And then instead of like, I don't know, personally, I think that like in school we got to learn from our mistakes. So like you hand back a test, I'll look at all the mistakes I made so I can improve for the next time. But this teacher handed back 4 labs at the same time, and I was like, what the hell? Because like I didn't have any feedback from like the first lab to improve on the second one, so I was kind of going in blind. And then all the labs, I didn't do very well, and I dropped 4%. So I finished the class, and then also the final dropped me a tiny bit. So I finished the class with an 81, and I was super pissed off.
81? Get out of here, jeez! You should just quit school, man. You know.
I was on the opposite
for my
spectrum.
For my major though, is this guy's strange. You know? Yeah. Wait, Ryan, what happened about your final mark in class?
I started with a 53 in that class because I did not understand the first few units. And yeah, I didn't really like try, I guess. And then I put that work in, I chased that bag, and then I managed to get to 78 in the end.
Hey, dude, that's big ups. That's big ups.
That's
But still, that was a very stressful class.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I don't even know. Like grade 12 was a different thing. Like I'm sure a lot of people can relate as well. But school was always very easy for me until this year. So like I found that very shocking personally.
As Mike Tyson once said, everybody had a plan until they get punched in the face.
That's facts. Big facts.
Yeah. All right. So I think we can get on with the Weeknd album review. Yeah.
This is just moving on to music. You know, we said we'd give you guys, and Eric is a huge advocate for the Weeknd. So
he's like Anthony Fantano Jr.
Yeah.
This project not good. No, I'm playing. I actually really enjoy this album. But yeah, what were you saying, Liam?
For me, the album was really good. I thought it was well done. You know, Alone Again. Yeah. Just calling out a specific song right here. Mm-hmm. I did not like. So it kind of gave me like not big hopes for the rest of the album, if that makes sense, because it is the first song. Yeah. And I try to listen to it in numerical order. Mm-hmm. For me, it was just too busy. There's too much stuff going on. Yeah. But other than that, I really liked it. Like Blinding Lights, Escape from LA, and After Hours.
Yeah, those are your highlights. Yeah, those are like your favorite ones, Leo. Yeah, I agree. Like After Hours, it was such a good song. I think that's got to be like the best song off the album.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, I agree. What about you, Ryan? Do you have any highlights? You got any highlights? I know you like the album.
Yeah, I mean, unlike Liam, like I'm not the biggest like Weeknd fan either, but unlike Liam, I actually liked Alone Again, just like literally for the opposite reason of him. Like I actually liked all the components.
Hasn't watched Friends and he likes Alone Again. Okay.
You know what? In the comments below, you guys tell us if you guys like Alone Again, and if you do, then we're gonna do a vote. And if we do, then Liam's gonna have to run around his house naked. If you guys don't, then
I'll do that anyway. Okay, I'll do that anyway.
Yeah, you do that. You know what? Scratch that. Never mind.
I mean, right now in this podcast, it's 2-1. He gets 2-1.
Yeah, it's 2-1, man. Come on.
Okay, it's 2-1 right now. We'll give it a few days. Okay.
I liked
Okay.
Heartless
Right.
too.
Oh, Heartless was
Heartless, Blinding
fantastic.
Lights, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, After Hours I liked a lot too. But
Yeah.
honestly, like I can't really pick any favorites from this album. I would say like the one that I didn't like the most. Um,
Hmm.
I don't know. I can't really say. I mean, I can say the interlude, but that I don't think that counts.
Yeah, yeah, true,
Yeah.
true. I personally really enjoyed this album. I thought it's the strongest project The Weeknd has put out in years. I think I can see why Liam doesn't. Pardon?
How many albums has he put out? Hold up.
He's put out like After Hours, Starboy, MDMA, Beauty Behind the Madness, and there's like Trilogy was split up into 3 tapes as well. There's Kiss, but yeah,
He's actually put out a lot.
yeah, I think this is like his best project in years. Like, I can see why Liam doesn't like Alone Again, but personally, I like it. I think, I just think this album was really good as compared to some of the other projects by The Weeknd because it was very cohesive. Like he stuck to one sound the entire
Yeah.
time with enough changes to make it to not make it boring and
Yeah.
to make it like still an enjoyable listen. Like he kind of really went full sended the 80s retro kind of sound there as opposed to like Starboy, which was a bit all over the place, and like MDMA had a theme too, but it was just really boring. So my favorites probably, I think the singles, all 3 of the singles were really good. My favorite song off the entire album has got to be After Hours. I really like In Your Eyes and Hardest to Love as well. Personally, for me, I think the weakest tracks here are Escape from LA, sorry, Liam, and
Oh,
yeah, and Too Late. Too Late is my least favorite off this album.
Okay, I can see that. Too Late is not. I also really like Save Your Tears.
Oh yeah, that's great. I love that one too.
The remix, the OPN remix, was really well done too. So I think he did a good job of remixing, and like the bonus stuff in the deluxe was really well done. So
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
it was like an
it's-
interesting spin on like some. I honestly I haven't listened to all the songs on the deluxe,
yeah, neither
but
have I.
the ones I've heard were like a pretty good spin on things. I think as well.
Yeah, I think like what Eric said about like sticking to one sound. You see that a lot of artists today they like to experiment, right? But like it kind of backfires. Like this has nothing to do with like The Weeknd, but like for example, 21 Savage. Like you could see like in his previous albums, he's been trying to jump all over the place. But then with I'm Greater Than I Was, like that one, he stuck to one sound. He did what he was good at, and it turned out okay.
Yeah, I
I
think,
feel like
yeah, I think that like
Sure.
cohesiveness it plays a big part in like how good an album is because like personally, I know you guys talked about Eternal Take the other time like the other podcast. I personally think yeah, I personally think Uzi is super overrated. Like, don't get me wrong, I really like listening to Uzi. I would go to a concert. I would definitely pay money to see a concert. But it's just that like listening to his albums back to front, like it doesn't do anything. It's not very exciting. It's not very groundbreaking. Like I mean, his songs are very hype. Like they get me hyped up. But like I don't think like listening to an album front to back, and that's kind of what like I base artists on.
Yeah,
somewhere right now, Maro is looking for you, hunting you down.
Sorry,
Maro in
Maro.
tears right now.
Yeah.
I do like Uzi. It's just that I don't
Yeah.
listen to his albums front to back.
No, that is right though. He's definitely a hype rapper, but you know, music is subjective, so can't really say anything about
That
that.
is true. That is true.
So let's talk about yesterday. Now that we're done with this Weekend review album.
We reviewed it all, and last night we had a fun night with everybody. We had some people on a group FaceTime and played some games, had some talks.
Expose a few
it was-
people.
I think let's just okay. Um, for me, it was kind of cool to see how we kind of like moved away from having to be with each other and drink because we all had stuff to drink. So I think it was cool. We kind of had a virtual party.
Yeah, we had
in some sort of way.
what did we have? Oh yeah, we had Sprite, wink wink. We had root beer. We had some Mountain Dew. You know, it was good stuff to drink. It was
I
good stuff.
personally had some vitamins.
Yeah, vitamins. Yeah, vitamin C, vitamin D. Yeah, D3.
Whoa! I mean, wait, what? Who said that?
But yeah,
Anyway, I just thought it was a fun night, and with this whole thing going on, do you think that'll continue and that's going to be the way forward?
I think
Because we can't hang out with each other.
I think it's definitely like with this quarantine stuff, and I bet we're gonna be on quarantine for like probably at least another 2 weeks, if not a month. So
Yeah.
I definitely think like this video calling stuff is gonna be super important, especially with school. Like they're trying to get us back to finishing our assignments. So like I think this video like conferencing this thing is gonna be a big part of like the future right now that we're going into.
You know, they're not gonna make me do anything yet, though. It's Saturday, so technically it's still
Oh,
uh
we have till Friday right now.
we have
Yeah,
till
Friday
yeah.
Friday.
or
Okay,
Sunday.
yeah, but like okay, well we're posting this tomorrow, so it's gonna be Sunday for you guys. But I'm not starting anything until they tell me to start something, cause I'm not doing this capstone stuff, bro. How am I supposed to do this
Facts.
capstone stuff?
Facts.
I don't have the boys with me.
TLC is BS, but let's just leave that there. We're going to talk about that another time.
That'll be for the next episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, all I can say is after
Um,
last night, I don't think I can look at dogs the same way again, man. And I'm not talking like food.
Oh.
Um,
Okay. Yeah.
anyway, as our last segment, Eric's on. So Eric and I have a little story about grade 8. And Eric, why don't you tell everybody about it?
All right, everyone. So,
Hello.
like, I'm sure you already know. Me and Liam James have known each other for a really long time. I think the only person I've known for longer is Liam Head. So, me and Liam, of course, have had a lot of stories together. And actually, me and Liam James have never had a class together at Charles Best. Not a single class.
Wonder why?
I wonder why. Well, sit down. We'll tell you. It's a great story with a bunch of inappropriate little kids.
Yeah. All right. So
Doesn't
basically,
want to hear about that.
yeah. So basically, like me and Liam James were in the same grade 8 class at Millard Middle, and so it was the HACE unit. So the health and career. What did the E stand for? It was like health and
Education.
career
Career education.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, of course.
We didn't
Yeah,
learn
of course I
anything though.
blanked
Let's be
out.
real.
Yeah, that's facts. Actually, I did learn, just not the stuff I was expected to. But anyways, let's get on. So so basically, first day of class, our teacher brought out a question bucket, and she was like, "Yeah, like I know, like there's a lot of parents who aren't comfortable talking about this stuff to their kids. So this is an anonymous question bucket. You can put in any of your questions related to reproduction and things like that." And they'll be
As soon as I heard that, a light bulb went over my head, and I was like, "Wait, hold on!
Yeah.
You're not going to check who puts these questions in, and I can write what I want?"
Yeah, so basically, like like of course, like the very mature 8th graders we were. As soon as we heard this, like me and Liam James and Scott, we got to work writing some intelligent questions. Like, yeah, Liam, do you want to tell them about like the question that really pissed off our teacher?
Okay. So our teacher, we made a sex bucket question, so we put it in. She was like reading it out. And it was like, I found a researcher named Mike Hawk, and I tried to get her to say it out loud, but she clocked on it too early, so she didn't even say it. And Eric and I are dying in the background, just laughing our asses off. She was like, "You know what? This is not funny, guys. If I see this again, you guys are not going to have any more sex bucket, and this is going to be over." And
Tell them about the BBC one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Like at this moment in like class, like me and Liam James, we were like dead. Like we were really trying to make it like not look like it was us who wrote it, but I'm pretty sure she knew since like we were shaking. Like I was literally like spasming. I was biting my tongue not to laugh. Like I look over at Liam James, who's like a desk down from me. He's doing the exact same thing. He's like doubling over, trying not to like make a sound while she's talking. So yeah, and then so she finished with that, and she thought it was done, right? She was like, who's retarded enough to make multiple questions and submit them? But guess what? Me and Liam James had made like I think we made at least like 10, How many did we make?
Yeah,
We
we
made a
made
lot of
10,
them.
and then I know there was one day where Scott and we sat down for an hour while we were supposed to be doing math, and we made like 40.
Yeah.
And she had to read all of them.
Yeah. So and then I remember one of the questions she pulled out. This was submitted by, I think it was me and Liam James who were working on this question. It took a lot of intellectual thought. She opened it. She was like, the question was, "What is a BBC?" And then me and Liam James just started dying. Like, we were biting our tongues again. Like this one was too much. Like we just started dying right there. And she was like, "British Broadcasting Network," which just made us laugh even harder. Like I was like almost on the floor at this point.
Yeah, because in the UK it's British Broadcasting Channel, so she like automatically, she was like not thinking dirty like a bunch of like 8-year-old or whatever we were, 13-year-olds, and she just hears that, and I remember she's like, "I don't know what this is," and she looks to me and I'm laughing and she's like, "Do you know what this is?" And I actually have to respond and tell her what BBC meant.
Oh my god, dude, I forgot about this part.
And she was just like, "Oh, well, there you go," and just casually moved on to the next question. Meanwhile, Eric and I are dying laughing. Just,
Oh my god. The funny thing about this whole thing was that like I was in a different class, in a different grade 8 class, but like I heard about all this from our teacher, because like we were doing the sex bucket thing like a week later, and then she was telling us how like 2 people in the other class were memeing the teacher, and that if we did anything close to that, like she would actually like punish all of us. And luckily there was like no like mind my language, guys, no immature pricks in in our class.
Whoa! You calling me a prick right now? Hey, bud,
just
come
a
on.
little bit. Hey, it's because of you that I wasn't allowed to put another BBC question, okay?
You would have just said the same answer.
Yeah, but Madame, the other one saying it, that would have been hilarious.
Freudian slip. Oh yeah, Freudian slip of the tongue. But yeah, like I remember this was really funny too, because like the more mature people in our classroom, they had like a straight face, and they were just like looking at me and Liam James with like a face of disappointment, man. Like, and then like half the class was dying, and the other half was like, these guys are like the most stupid people I've ever met in my life.
Worth it.
I don't care. That's the best. Yeah, that's the best story ever. Just bowling over, what is it? Kneeling over, laughing.
Oh yeah.
Laughing my ass off, and yeah, I wasted so much time in that class. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and like that's the reason why me and Liam James actually think there's a conspiracy against us. Like Liam James and I have not have a single block together in Charles Best, and like I remember in grade 8, like I don't even think we had a
lunch.
Oh yeah, but that doesn't really count since like everyone gets that.
Everybody had that, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure like our teacher in grade 8 actually wrote to the school telling us not to put us in the same class or something, because like there's no way. Like I've had a class with every single person, like at least every single one of my friends from 8th grade in high school. Like I've had multiple classes with Ryan. I've had a bunch with Liam Head. I've had a lot with like other people as well. But like me and Liam James have not had a single class together, which is like really strange in my opinion.
Yeah, it's definitely something to think about, but I guess there's no more classes anymore, so it's not like we're gonna do anything.
God, I can imagine you 2 idiots in chemistry class just like memeing around and accidentally blowing something up.
Hey, bro,
I would take chemistry.
That was you and Tyson last year.
Oh yeah, you guys definitely did. Yeah. But yeah, so that wraps up this episode. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. If you guys have anything else to say, we wrap this up.
No, I think that was great. Thanks for having me, guys. I really appreciate it. Lots of fun. Keep doing what you're doing, with this podcast.
Yeah, and if you have anything else, that we can improve on, please also let us know, because we're trying to send that quality content out, and hopefully we're gonna try and get these podcasts on Spotify or SoundCloud. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, thanks for watching.
Just one last thing. Ryan and I would both like to thank you for all the support you gave on the last episode. That was kind of crazy to see. So keep watching our videos and keep hitting the like button.
Keep laughing. Otherwise, I'm going to beat your ass.
All right.
All right, peace.